if there's anything you need or any way I can help, just give me a shout. Some assists, please. That would be nice. Looking forward to working together and sharing success in the season ahead. All the best, Martin. Very nice. Only thing I need is some assists.
Yeah.
Victor Gyökeres, new addition. Have you spoken to him? Is there any interaction between both of you?
Yeah, I've seen him tonight. Amazing guy. Obviously, I've known him for a while, and so happy for him and his family to get it done.
Rodrygo, Arsenal and Liverpool get transfer boost as Real Madrid set new asking price. Brazilian has been heavily linked with a move to the Premier League this summer. Arsenal and Liverpool may have been handed a massive boost in the race to sign Real Madrid forward Rodrygo. The Brazil internationals appears to be heading for the Santiago Bernabéu exit door this summer after being used sparingly at the Club World Cup. Despite starting Real Madrid's opening group game against Al Hilal, Rodrygo featured twice more throughout the competition as a substitute and was overlooked completely in the semi-final loss to Paris Saint-Germain. Spanish publications have since reported that Real Madrid are looking to sell 5 players this summer, with Rodrygo top of the list of departures as head coach Xabi Alonso looks to trim his squad. Already linked with a move to Arsenal at the beginning of the summer, Liverpool as well as PSG and Tottenham have reportedly emerged as potential suitors for the 24-year-old in recent weeks. Gunners manager Mikel Arteta has hinted his side are not yet finished in the transfer market following the arrivals of Victor Gyökeres and Noni Madueke. Meanwhile, Arne Slot is said to be an admirer of Rodrygo and is driving Liverpool's interest in the winger who can operate on either flank. The fact that Rodrygo still has 3 years to run on his contract in the Spanish capital means Madrid are ultimately in a strong position when it comes to negotiating a transfer. However, they have reportedly lowered their asking price. Earlier in the window, Marca and Cadena Ser stated that Madrid valued the Brazilian at £76.8 million €90 million. That price has now dropped, according to AS, with offers below the aforementioned figure considered viable. A switch to the Emirates Stadium for Rodrygo may require an Arsenal sale first. Gabriel Jesus and Reiss Nelson have been linked with moves to Flamengo and Fulham, while there has been talk of Leandro Trossard leaving too. Liverpool appear to be focusing their efforts on a deal for Alexander Isak, with reports claiming they will launch a formal offer for the Newcastle striker once Luis Diaz's sale to Bayern Munich is finalized. Joel Linton offers true thoughts on Max Daumann after clashing with Arsenal. 15-0 Arsenal took on Newcastle United in Singapore over the weekend, with the two English clubs meeting in pre-season ahead of the 2025-26 Premier League season. The Gunners came away with a 3-2 win, but the real story of the game was the substitute appearance of Max Daumann. The 15-year-old came off the bench with the game level at 2-2, and quickly showed why there is so much hype around him. In his 30-minute cameo, he completed 4 out of 4 passes, won 6 out of 8 duels, and completed 2/3 dribbles. More than just that though, he looked a massive threat on the ball, completing his only attempted cross, getting off 2 shots and winning 3 fouls, the most of any player on the pitch. 2 of those fouls came from Joelinton. The first was when the Newcastle midfielder clattered into Daumann, and Arsenal fans were not happy with the rough treatment. Joelinton clashes with Max Daumann. 15-year-old Arsenal talent got the better of Newcastle star despite his tender age. Mikel Arteta clearly has a lot of faith in Daumann and will view these games as a way of acclimatizing the youngster to senior football. That said, the Spaniard must have flinched when Joelinton, known for his tough tackling, put in a characteristically firm challenge on the teen. The Englishman dropped his shoulder to step inside and evade the Brazilian, who was not content to be beaten by a player nearly half his age. And so, the 28-year-old swung out a flailing arm, catching Daumann on the face. Arsenal fans were not happy as they took to social media to condemn the challenge. One remarked, "Joelinton is a nasty player, I swear." Another wrote, "Belongs in prison, the thug." Others said, "He's so talentless." One more commented, "This player is bad, he relies on injuring other players." Joelinton offers Daumann verdict. Mikel Arteta was blown away by the Arsenal teenager. Daumann would have the last laugh, though, as he would get the better of Joelinton to win a penalty in the latter stages of the game. The Newcastle man would bundle over the youngster, allowing Martin Odegaard, who has been helping his young teammate adapt on the pitch, to net the winner from 12 yards. Speaking after the friendly, Joelinton was quizzed about the 15-year-old wonderkid and, despite their clashes on the pitch, had nothing but kind words to say. He remarked, Arteta also raved about the player after the win. He told reporters, "Yeah, it is special. Obviously, what he's done today against this team in the time that he had on the pitch is something certainly not common to witness for a 15-year-old. We are extremely happy to have him. I think again the environment that he's around in, his family, the people at the club and around the academy as well, super helpful because they put him into this position so early in his journey, having a real chance and a real presence when he plays for the first time." Arsenal will meet Newcastle in the Premier League on the 28th of September. The new season will be well underway by that stage, so it will be fascinating to see if Daumann has played any senior minutes by that stage. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta provides Ricardo Calafiori injury update after fresh setback. Concern for Arsenal after Calafiori was forced off in preseason win over Newcastle. Mikel Arteta hopes Ricardo Calafiori has avoided a serious injury after the Arsenal defender had to be substituted during Sunday's 3-2 win over Newcastle. Calafiori started at centre-back for the Gunners in their second preseason friendly in Singapore but went down and was replaced by Jakub Kiwior after 49 minutes. The Italian international headed straight down the tunnel, raising fears that he could be set for another spell on the sidelines. He said that he felt a little tweak, so I don't know how big it is, but hopefully not, Arteta said. Inspired by teenage sensation Max Daumann, Arsenal secured their second win of preseason following their 1-0 defeat of AC Milan. But the injury to Calafiori was a concern, as Arteta contends with a growing injury list. Calafiori, a £42 million arrival from Bologna last summer, suffered an injury-hit first season for Arsenal, playing just 29 times due to recurring knee and muscular problems. Arteta is having to deal with a number of injuries to his defense, with Calafiori, who played 45 minutes against AC Milan, the latest casualty. Arsenal are already missing defenders Jurrien Timber and Gabriel, with the pair yet to play during preseason as they nurse injury problems from last season. Ben White, meanwhile, is making steady progress after getting back to full fitness following knee surgery. Arsenal play Tottenham on Thursday as they round off their tour of Asia, with striker Victor Gyökeres in line to make his debut for the club against Spurs. Chelsea close to deal to sign long-term Arsenal target. Chelsea are closing in on a deal to sign long-term Arsenal target Jorel Hato from Ajax for more than €40 million, according to a report. David Ornstein reports for The Athletic that Chelsea are closing in on a deal to sign Jorel Hato from Ajax, with an agreement yet to be reached but getting nearer. The eventual compromise is expected to be more than €40 million, £34.8 million. Ornstein adds that personal terms are already in place for the defender, with Chelsea officially opening club-to-club talks earlier this month. The report also mentions Arsenal's interest, with the Gunners identifying Hato as a target in January 2024. But that was when he was running down his contract, before he signed his new 5-year deal. There were rumors that the Gunners could revive their interest this summer, but Arsenal have already signed Christian Mosquera from Valencia, so their defensive needs have largely been covered. On top of that, Arsenal have invested a lot of money in this summer's market in general. The current total is around £200 million spread across 6 players after including add-ons. If there's any room left in the budget, it's more likely Arsenal will want to use it on another attacking player, not a centre-back who can also play at left-back. Unfortunately, that's made this the perfect time for Chelsea to make their move. They know Arsenal are unlikely to rival them, which will allow them to have a free run at the signing and avoid a bidding war. Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal update on Crystal Palace star Ibaraki. Arsenal remain in contact with Crystal Palace star Ibaraki, but they are yet to start club-to-club talks, according to Fabrizio Romano, writing in his exclusive GIVEMESPORT newsletter. The Gunners have enjoyed an exciting summer transfer window for their supporters, with their latest signing finally strengthening a position they've been wanting for a while. Victor Gyökeres has arrived through the door from Sporting CP, and he's likely to instantly become Mikel Arteta's primary option in the centre-forward role. Martin Zubimendi, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Christian Mosquera, Martin Zubimendi, Christian Norgard, and Noni Madueke have also signed on the dotted line, with Arsenal bringing in reinforcements all over the pitch. The Gunners don't appear to be stopping there, with talks ongoing to try and bring ease to the Emirates Stadium. Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal remain in talks to sign ease. Club-to-club negotiations yet to take place. Writing in his exclusive GIVEMESPORT newsletter, Arsenal remain in contact with ease over a potential move to the North London club in the summer transfer window. The Gunners are yet to enter discussions with Crystal Palace over a potential move, and they will now focus on outgoings after bringing in Gyökeres. Arsenal's pursuit of ease is an interesting one considering the options they already have in his position. Martin Odegaard is Arteta's primary attacking midfielder, while he also has Ethan Nwaneri as a backup option. The England international can also play on the left-hand side of attack, and that could be where Arteta plans on deploying him if he does sign on the dotted line. There's no doubt the signing of Ease would be a significant one, and he appears keen on making a move to the Emirates Stadium this summer.